Today we are going to introduce one of our favorite movie, Inception, and my name is Fanny. First, we are going to introduce the character in the movie. These are the main characters. Here are Don Cobb and Saito, Ariana, Arthur, Mo, Robert Fisher, Eames, Peter Brown, and Yusuf. And these are their name has some secret. The first letter can spell into Dreams K, Don Cobb D, and Robert Fisher R, Eames E, and Arthur A, Mo's M, and Saito's S. Dreams and Peter Brown P, Ariana A, and Yusuf Y can spell pay, so it's Dreams Pay. And these are the dream team member. The director said there's he said Don Cobb as the director in this team, and Arthur is the producer, Ariana is the production designer, and Eames is the forger, and Yusuf is chemistry, and Saito is the financier, Mo is production, and Robert Fisher is the target, Peter Browning is the supporting role. The next is the plot summary. The story is about Don Cobb. He is the illustrator, and he with the Arthur, also illustrator. They need to steal some secret from Saito, and then they fail. But Saito think they are a good illustrator, so he give Don Cobb and Arthur the mission to inception some idea in Robert Fisher's mind. And why he need to do this? Because he confessed to murder his wife Mo, and this make he can come home. So he tried everything, every way to try to reunion with his children. And next I'm going to introduce the dream level overview. In the level 0 is a real world, and the time is 1-to-1 to the reality. And Cobb and the team, they are on the airplane and they need to executing the mission. And in the level 1 is Raining City. The dreamer is Yusuf, and the time is 1-to-12 slower than the real reality. And they kidnap Robert Fisher, and Saito gets shot. And in the level 2 is in the hotel. The dreamer is Arthur, and the time is 1-144 slower than the reality. And they convince Fisher to go deeper into the dream. In the level 3 is Snow Fortress, and the dreamer is Eames, and the time is 1-1724 slower than the reality. And Fisher opened the safe, and the idea is Inception. And because Robert Fisher gets shot by Mo, so Don Cobb go to the level 4 is Limbo, and try to get Robert Fisher back to the level 3. Level 4 is Limbo, and the dreamer is everyone, and the time here is infinite long. And Cobb and Mo have been lived in a limbo for 50 dreams year. And dream level time is slowed down in each level by factor of 12. That means 5 minutes in reality could feel like moment in the deepest layer. This concept connects to real life sleep, starting where people feel like they have dreamed for hours in just a few minutes of sleep. And the next is key concept. First is dream level. Each you deeper in the dream, each level deeper, the time is 12 slower. And second is Saturn, a personal object used to distinguish reality for dreams. Like the spinning top is Mo's, chest is Ariana, and I guess Cobb's Saturn maybe is a wedding ring, but the movie didn't say that. And next is kick. It's a way to awake the dreamer from a level, such as a falling or a sudden motion. And 4 is limbo. It's an unconstructed dream space where time is vastly delayed. Cobb and Mo has spent decades here, and leading to her confusion between dreams and reality. And they made Mo come back to the reality. She still feel like she is dreaming. So jump from the high building. The next is the knowledge films comparison. We choose 3 different movies: Memento, Inception, and Tenet. In Memento, 记忆拼图, the structure is 2 timelines, and 1 forward and 1 backward. And the Inception is multiple layer dreams. And Tenet is palindromic timeline, and the time in Memento is reverse time mirror memory loss. In Inception is the deeper dreams equals slower time, and Tenet is time inversion is intercutting timeless. In Inception is parallel string edits, and Tenet is cross-cutting directions. And the core theme is Memento is memory identity confusion. In Inception is reality and illusion. In Tenet is cause and effect reversal.
I'm Tina. I analyze 3 aspects of the technology element in this movie. So for the first one is dream sharing technology. I think the essential technology in the movie is dream sharing. And through a device and a satellite, multiple individuals are able to enter and experience the same dream simultaneously. So this concept is somewhat similar to brain-computer interface technology in real life, where neural activity can connect users to shared systems. In Inception, dreams become a shared programmable space rather than a private experience. And the second one, I think, is subconscious manipulation and idea planting. Another crucial concept in this movie itself is planting an idea in someone's subconscious. This raises a deep philosophical question. If an idea is planned by someone else, is it still truly your own ideas? I think in real life, memory alteration and psychological suggestion are areas already being explored in neuroscience. So in this movie, the film warned us that technology could potentially be misused to control thoughts and beliefs. And for the last one, is dream structure and time dilation. This film also features the idea of layered dreams within dreams, where time flows differently. The deeper the dream layer, the slower time seems to pass. So where this might seem like fiction, it mirrors real-life sleep studies where people report experiencing long dream sequence in short naps. It highlights how our perception of time can be distorted in altered status of consciousness.
Hi, I'm Candice. I'm going to talk about psychology and philosophy. The first one is psychology, and we start from superego. Ariadne questions Cobb. You know you are not here to complete the mission. You just want to see more. She helps Cobb face his trauma and get out of his self-defense mechanism. She is the inner voice in his subconsciousness that urges Cobb to return to reality. And the scheme in the movie is Ariadne guides Cobb to dive into limbo, allowing him to face the deepest subconscious, that is more, and complete psychological reconstruction. She is the super ego force that guides the integration of self and ID. The next one is ego. Cobb is the ego, located between reality and self-consciousness, constantly struggling between duty and emotion. On the one hand, he has to complete a task, that is real task, real pressure, and on the other hand, he is bound by his inner guilt and dreams that drive by ego. And the key scheme in the movie, in his subconscious, he talks to Mo many times, blames himself, and finally let her go. And last one is ID. Mo represents Cobb's repressed inner impulse and guilt, belonging to the deepest instinctive drive of the subconscious. She keeps appearing, interfering with tasks, and killing others in dreams. She is a destructive force that Cobb has not integrated. And the key scene in the movie, Mo begs Cobb to stay in limbo. We can live there forever, and the world we build is more beautiful than reality. Symbolize that the ID tempts the self to abandon reality, sink into desire and escape. Next one is philosophy. And the first is I think, therefore I am. Believe that even if we doubt the authenticity of the external world, the fact that I am doubting cannot be denied, because doubt itself is the process of thinking, and thinking proves the existence of I. Cobb finally chose to face his inner trauma and reunite with his children. He chose to the truth of the soul, which was a subjective action. The next one is the cave theory. Prisoner saw the shadow on the wall and thought it was real. When he walked out of the cave, he found that he had been living in an illusion. Dreams are like caves, and the top is the clue to the exit. Whether Cobb can actually walk out of the cave depends on his definition of reality. And the last one is existentialism. It's a kind of I-centered. It emphasizes human subjectivity and believes that human existence is meaningless, but people must be responsible for their own choice and action, and create their own life value. Cobb relies on the spinning top to judge reality. In the end, he chose not to look at the spinning top, symbolizing no longer seeking objective reality, but choosing subjective beliefs. Dreams and reality. The left is reality and the right is a dream. The director once said that the old scene in which most father appeals are realistic. As long as Cobb has a wedding ring on his hand, it is a dream. I think Cobb didn't return to reality in the end. He chose to coexist with the dream, because the spinning top keeps spinning. The reality was the broken family, which was full of helplessness and complete powerlessness. Cobb chose to ignore the result of the spinning top, which means he has accepted the dreams as a reality.
At first, I thought great, Cobb made it. But when I saw the spinning top, I realized maybe he's still dreaming, still deep down. And I hope he was awake. And after reading many interpretations, they met my hope. So I genuinely felt happy for the ending. Yeah.
In conclusion, while Inception is fictional, the dream-related technology it presents closely reflects the direction of modern scientific research. It blends neuroscience, virtual reality, and ethical questions into a powerful narrative. And for the last one, we have 3 questions for this movie, Inception. First, we want to ask if the reality we believe in is just a construction of the subconscious. How do we define awake? And second one, in life choices, should we base them on objective standards or what we believe in our hearts? And for the third one, can science fully explain the nature of dreams and consciousness? Okay, so thank